Okay. Let's do this. Can I just... It's just always in my way. I just need a little more room over here.
I know, and your butt is always bumping my stuff.
Oh, it's crazy.
Alright.
Fun. I didn't know you had so much.
The games are like...
Two, I got a whole pile of crap in that corner.
Alright, so now you got 30, 60, 90, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So this is 30 degrees, 60 degrees, obviously 90 degrees, right?
Yes.
Then we have 45, 45, 90, right?
Sure.
Okay? And what they want you to do is be able to figure out what the sine of theta is. Now they don't tell you where theta is. They do tell you that it's 1/2. Now you could go arc sine theta, right? Or actually arc sine of 1/2, and it'll spit out the number, right? But on some parts of the SBAC and the ACT and PSAT and all that stuff, they don't let you use a calculator. So obviously that's not going to be helpful.
Wait, which one? From what testing did you say? I'm sorry.
On the SBAC, there's parts of it they don't let you use a calculator, and I'm assuming on the SAT that there's parts they don't let you use the calculator also.
There is.
But,
the whole math section you can use it, but you have to have a certain calculator.
yeah. So if you can use it, then I would just go use this. A sine and figure it out. That's pretty easy, right? But if they don't let you use a calculator, then you have to go backwards. You have to figure out, well, where am I going to get 1/2? And you have to think that that when you're talking about these, it's nice to think about it as 1, 2, square root 3, 1, 1, and that'd be 1 square root 2, right? So now we've changed everything, and that's where they came up with this. They changed everything to almost a unit circle, right? And everything's 1 unit, right? And so when these are the same, you're going to have the square root of 2. When you have 1 here, you're going to have 2 here and square root of 3 here. Now, which one of these is going to produce sine? Sine is so opposite over hypotenuse. Which one is going to produce a hypotenuse of 2 and an opposite side of 1? So you look at your hypotenuse, which is 2. Okay, this is the only hypotenuse that has a 2, right? Then we look at the side that's 1, and we go opposite of it, and we're like, oh, the side opposite of 1 is going to be 30. So this is going to equal 30 degrees. So theta equals 30 degrees. So if you plug this in your calculator, arc sine 1/2, you would get 30 degrees. Okay?
I'm not even going to lie, Dan. I really don't remember using the arc part.
Ever.
That was last year. We did. Well, well,
And if you showed it to us, but we never used it.
Yeah.
you should have. It was on your test. It was on your final.
I don't remember.
Because we always had to solve it going backwards.
Yeah.
It was there. Believe me. I'll show you on your final. I threw away all your finals. But I would love to show you how you did it last year. Okay, so next.
You guys have 90 problem finals?
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm dropping
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So now you have tangent, right? And the tangent of theta is a theta where you can have, remember what tangent is. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, right? So the 2 legs have to be the same. If the 2 legs are the same, well, that has to be here and here, right? So that means that this has to be 45 degrees. So theta equals 45 degrees. Because they have to be the same.
Yeah.
So if we look at the next problem, the next problem is
Next problem. Wait, where?
cotangent theta.
Is that 23?
Wow.
Right.
Really.
Is that the same triangle?
I just not noticed he did an even number.
Oh, that's cosecant theta.
Holy Dan, you did an even number for a question?
But is it the same triangle?
We don't know. It's one of these two. You have to figure it out.
You just have what it is to work from.
Yeah.
We were thinking about that.
What?
So it's equal to the square root of 2.
Probably.
So you think, okay, hey, square root of 2, that sounds familiar. That sounds like, I don't know, this guy, right? Does that make sense? Square root of 2. And think about what cosecant is. Cosecant, remember, co, no co. So does cosecant go with sine or cosine?
Sine, yeah.
Right? Can you tell me?
I
I
was telling
can't-
her too. I was asking how you got the square root of 2.
It's in the book. We're doing the problem.
That happened, but
Wrote down the problem. So now we're trying to figure out the problem.
You know, that was the problem.
Okay? So we're saying, okay, this square root of 2 looks like this square root of 2, right? So we're going to use this, we're going to try to use this triangle. Not saying that it's going to work. I'm just saying we're going to try to use it. Okay? Now, I need to understand what cosecant means. So co or no co? Does it go with sine or does it go with cosine? Which one?
It goes for sine.
With sine, right? Yeah, so, like you were saying, so, and then this one is the opposite of this, so it's
hypotenuse over.
perfect. So once we know that, now we're saying, okay, so hypotenuse, we need a hypotenuse whose square root of 2, oh, that one, right?
Yeah.
And then we need an opposite on the bottom.
So 1, because it's the one on the bottom.
Yeah, so one of them is going to be opposite, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be 1, right? So what angle are we talking about here?
that's one. So
Which one?
I don't know.
Well, what angle could it be? It's one of these two.
Or 5?
Yeah.
I don't know if that matters.
That's my point, bro. That's my point. I mean, right? We're using this and the 1, or this and this one, and so it has to be 45.
I just wanted to
Is that pretty easy?
This one? Yeah.
Pretty easy? Once you figure out, you have to figure it out. You gotta go backwards.
I mean, when you have
Do you have to
the
memorize the
triangle written
triangles?
down, it's a lot easier.
Absolutely. These triangles have to be memorized or in your cheat sheet. Okay.
Yeah. 30, 60, 90, 45, 45.
Alright, can I do,
Yeah, you actually.
should I stop?
Well,
And do
yeah,
the other
like
3?
a minute and a half left.
Leave the triangles
You got
up.
3.
Oh, shit.
48.
I was thinking 47 or something.
They
Alright.
always tell me 48, so I'm just
Or can I just erase those and go on?
You have
I
2
think go
minutes.
on.
Let's just erase these,
Yeah.
right?
Totally.
Because I'm going to use these triangles again, right?
Yeah. That's
Alright.
perfect.
I was asking. I don't want to make people upset.
All right.
Alright, so now we're going to be 24, 25, 26, right?
Yes.
24 is cotangent square root 3. Cotangent theta equals square root 3. 25 is cosine. Oops. Cosine theta equals 1/2. And then 26 is secant of theta equals 2. Alright. So we want to look at these things, right?
Yes.
We want to look at this and go, oh, square root of 3. Well, holy cats, that looks like this guy right here, doesn't it?
It does.
24, 25, what?
26. What comes after 25?
25.
26. Alright, so square root 3 goes with square root 3. So I'm going to try to use this triangle. Right? So, but I need to understand what cotangent is. Cotangent goes with tangent, right? TOA. But it's opposite of TOA. So cotangent is actually A over O, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's tangent, which is O over A. I don't know.
Tangent is O over A, but we're talking about cotangent, which means A over O. So we want this to be A, because we want it to be over 1, right? We want this over this. So this has to be adjacent. A, adjacent. So what is this adjacent to? 30. So theta is 30. In this case, you're talking about cosine 1/2. You have to be talking about these, right? The 1 is opposite. So opposite over hypotenuse, right? This is adjacent, right? So we want it to be adjacent. So we want this to be adjacent. So it's adjacent to 60. Okay? And then this is secant 2. So we're thinking it's going to be this guy, right? And then secant equals 2 means 2 over 1. But let's think, what is secant? Secant's opposite of cosine, right? Cosine is so this is hypotenuse over adjacent. So hypotenuse is 2 over 1. So 2 over 1. And this is adjacent to it. So that means it is 60. Because it's adjacent. Okay? Does that make sense or no?
It does.
Do a little too fast on that last one?
I just need some practice. Yeah.